Joining me now, the aforementioned David Friedman, distinguished former ambassador to Israel. David, welcome back to the show. You were here a week ago, and we are pleased to have you back. Thank you for your time. You wrote a blockbuster of a piece. Israel must achieve complete annihilation of Hamas. As long as the terrorists are in charge, Gaza will be a dark, repressive bastion of Islamic extremism. You know, David, what's happening here, I think, is a change in strategy because events dictated. Israel is no longer interested in managing or containing Hamas in the Gaza Strip. It is now time to move to, as you put it, annihilation. Tell us more about your thinking, because I know you're in touch with Prime Minister Netanyahu as well.
Look, Larry, I think for the last 20 years or so, Israel, as I said, has been managing a conflict, which means that every few years, Hamas shoots these rockets indiscriminately into civilian locations. Israel responds. They degrade Hamas. Hamas goes back into their hole for a few years. But the problem is they keep coming back stronger. In this last episode, is just a bridge too far. And they can't go back to that strategy, because if they do, Hamas will come back again. And if Hamas continues to come back like this, what Israel is really saying is that the Jewish people can't live safely in the land of Israel, because that's the ultimate consequence of not being able to destroy Hamas. What's interesting is that, the day after, because Israel will annihilate Hamas given the opportunity. They have. I just came from a hospital in Tel Aviv, a trauma center, visiting the wounded soldiers, and I saw things I don't want to talk about now. But I'll tell you, these people who have lost limbs and who have lost eyesight, they are so motivated and so angry and so determined, and they just want to go back to the front. No matter how much pain and suffering they've endured, they want to go back. The whole country is ready for this fight, because it's an existential fight. But if you go back, if this fight is successful, and I know everybody's worrying about, casualties, which of course occur in every war. If this fight is successful, you can return the Gaza Strip to what it once was. I don't think people realize that back in, the 1990s, the Gaza Strip was an incredible place. It's a huge beachfront, along the Mediterranean, 50 miles south of Tel Aviv, the same beachfront as Tel Aviv, one of the few, western-facing beachfronts on the Mediterranean. You sit there, you watch the sunset. It's gorgeous. And, before Hamas came in, this was not a terrible place to live at all. There were people there, they were happy, they were prosperous. And Israel said, you know what, we're going to get out of the way. We don't want to control it. There's a lot of Palestinians here. Here, take this land, make the most of it. We just want to have a quiet border. And for 1 year, moving in that direction. And then in 2007, Hamas came in, took it over, misogynistic, homophobic. They take water pipes, they turn it into rockets, they take concrete, they turn it into terror tunnels. It's all Hamas. Anybody who's unhappy with the situation, just blame Hamas. The corollary is, if we get rid of Hamas, we can go back to a time when the Palestinians can actually have a life.
Just for a second, Ambassador, I want to play you what General Jack Keane said on this show last week about the goal and mission of this war. Take a listen, please.
And Larry, I mean, we got to be upfront about what needs to be done here. We need to kill them. That's the only thing that stops these guys. They are absolutely committed to this barbarism, and we got to go in and kill them, just like we did with ISIS, just like we did with the Al-Qaeda.
Sound about right to you, Ambassador Friedman?
Yeah, it's right on the money. And look, you and I agree that Joe Biden deserves credit, not for perhaps getting us into this mess, but he deserves credit for what he's done over the last week. We agree on that. Let's watch him every single day, because tomorrow and the next day and the next day, as the casualties start to begin, when the ground invasion begins, and you have the United Nations talking about casualties, and you have all the humanitarian hypocrites, who only seem to care about Israel defending itself. Always. Make sure that Joe Biden remains that way.
Yeah, I'm on it, Ambassador. I'm on it, David. I promise you. Roger that. I'm on it, all over it. Thank you very much.